2,500 years ago in ancient Greece, the understanding of atoms and molecules began. In 450 BC, Greek philosophers deduced that the world was made up of elements existing as atoms. My name's Leucippus, and I first said that elements must be made of atoms.
My name is Democritus. I was first a pupil of Leucippus. I was the first one to use the word atom, which means indivisible.
Fun fact, an early Greek philosopher, Empedocles, thought there was only one element. It was debated to be either air, fire, water, or earth. This was believed for 2,000 years, yet is wrong.
Alchemy is based on the transformation of matter. The alchemists tried to turn base metals into gold. Alchemy was ritualistic and mainly in medieval times.
First, chemistry, which is based on the identification of substances, their properties, and the ways they interact.
Hi, I'm Zosimus, a famous Egyptian alchemist. I describe distillation and sublimation, and I give credit to Maria the Jewess for our invention.
I'm Maria the Jewess. I experimented with mercury and sulfur. My greatest invention was the bain-marie, which is still used in cooking today. My name is Gruber. I knew that when mercury and sulfur were combined, a red substance was formed. I thought that if the recipe was perfect, gold would be formed.
I'm Razis. I wrote an influential book called The Secret of Secrets, and I thought all metals were made of sulfur and mercury.
"1600s saw the gradual emergence of chemistry from alchemy. There are several men who are now recognized as true scientists, but were also secret alchemists. Robert Boyle eventually was able to make phosphorus himself. He also researched the properties of phosphorus and its reaction with other materials. He published his findings in English, allowing modern chemists to repeat what he had done. He struggled with the idea of elements and how they came to be compounded together. He eventually came around to his own law, Boyle's Law. Fun fact, Pierre and Marie Curie announced two new radioactive elements, polonium and radium, named the new invisible rays radioactivity. Radium because of rays, and polonium because they were from Poland. John Dalton knew of the law of fixed proportions and in 1830 discussed the way gases dissolved in water. This talk was published in Society's Proceedings. This included a table of relative atomic weight based on hydrogen, listed 20 elements, and said they combined to form what we call molecules, but he called compound atoms. He defined atom as a solid, massy, hard, impenetrable, and movable particle. J.J. Thomson found the cathode rays. He also found that there was a stream of charged particles, and discovered electrons were positively and negatively charged. Lord Ernest Rutherford. He discovered the types of radiation, alpha, beta, gamma. He discovered the atom and collaborated with Frederick Soddy to show that thorium was radioactive and ended up with lead.
Robert Millikan was an American physicist who enabled the mass of an electron to be calculated. He knew it was a fundamental unit of change.
James Chadwick found the missing particles in atom, neutrons, completing the chemist's picture of an atom. And he made it possible to produce elements heavier than uranium, as well as create atomic bombs. Boom! Niels Bohr researched orbits and atom setup, developed Bohr's model of the atom, which we still use today.